All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Coleman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're going to look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coleman now, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Gronkowski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
11.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, That was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Wait. Hey, boys, we got four down. 20. Get up.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan dancing to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11. 12. Hey, let's go. Wait. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he's flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Ryan, flushed out right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Ryan on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, wait. Let him go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Ryan to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Get up! Space. Hey, you gotta keep go!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Gun. Right. Wait.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Escape, and he's going to go down again. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On second down, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And an alley up, and the ball is knocked out. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay,